All right. We are going to start in child's pose. Come all the way down, bring your big toes to touch, open your knees wide. Give your hips a little shimmy side to side as you settle in. You might let that shimmy trickle into your ribs, your shoulders, your neck, your head. You might even imagine a pebble that was tossed into a pond. Imagine as the pebble settles through the water down towards the bottom of the pond. Same thing with your body here. Give it a little time as it reaches your mat to drop in. Close your eyes if they're not closed already. And as you bring your awareness to your breath today, I want you to inhale all the way into the corners of your body, filling up completely. And use your exhales to cleanse, to take things with your breath that you no longer need and let them go. You might even take these first few breaths in through the nose and out the mouth to help you find that. Really breathing into the corners of your body as you inhale. And then maybe an open mouth exhale to cleanse, to release, to let go. Continue with these big, full breaths on your own rhythm, your own timing. I've been cleaning house recently, and it's inspired the same sort of effort to be put towards my internal clutter. There's a joy, a relief, a space to breathe into when we organize and declutter. There is a selective sense of purpose when we consciously choose what is useful and clearly see and eliminate what is not. I'd like to share a few quotes throughout class today, a few beautiful sentiments regarding cleaning out. And I invite you to consider how these might apply to both your external and internal environments. In the words of Peter Walsh, what I know for sure is that when you declutter, whether it's your home, your head, or your heart, it is astounding what will flow into that space that will enrich you, your life, and your family. In the words of Megan Francis, cleaning and organizing is a practice, not a project. Barbara Hemphill says that clutter is nothing more than postponed decisions. And Albert Einstein says that out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Take another big breath in to the corners, the edges, the ends of your body. And a soft breath out to let go. Gently lift your head. Walk your hands over to the right until they come off of your mat. Grab your right wrist with your left hand to sort of anchor that hand in place. Send that left sit bone closer to your left heel. Drop your left ribs down towards the floor and then relax your head and shoulders as well. Breathing into your left side body. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. One more inhale. And exhale. Lift your head, walk your hands over to the left until they come off your mat. Catch that left wrist with your right hand. Anchor that hand in place and then pull that right sit bone closer to your right heel. Spin your right ribs down towards the floor. Relax your head and shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in and out. Lift your head, come back to center with your hands. Walk those fingers forward towards the top of your mat. Then I want you to tuck your chin and roll forward into a modified up dog. Keep your chin tucked once you arrive, and then take an easy head roll to the right, real soft, real easy, circling that head around. Make sure to push the floor away with your hands. Once you find center, reverse. Gentle head roll to the left. And then once you find center with your head, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward dog, and just pedal around a little bit here. First down dog, check in. See what feels good. These pedals might turn into some other movement. Maybe you start to pivot your heels side to side. You might rise high on your toes. Take a few more breaths. Feeling your body, creating some space in your body, starting to clean house. Find your down dog, extending down through the heels, push into your hands, lift your hips. I want you to tuck your chin again. Inhale, roll all the way back into that modified up dog. Toes are tucked. Keep your toes tucked. This time, heart lifts, chin lifts. And on an exhale, press back, child's pose. Let's take that on the breath a couple times. Tuck your chin, inhale, roll forward. Chin stays tucked for this first one. Gentle head roll to the right. Breathing as you roll. Same thing left. Easy circle. Coming back to center, take a breath in. Exhale, downward dog. Pedal the legs, shake out the head. Have a moment. And then find your downward dog. Push into your hands, lift your hips, take a big breath in. Melt your heels to the floor as you exhale. Tuck your chin, inhale, roll forward, modified up dog. This time heart lifts, gaze lifts, toes stay tucked, exhale, child's pose. Last time, tuck your chin, inhale, roll forward, chin stays tucked. Take an easy head roll to the right. Push the floor away with the hands. Reverse and circle left. Shoulders are soft, away from the ears. Once you come back to center, inhale, prepare. Exhale, downward dog, move around. This time I want you to keep pedaling, keep moving around, and walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Open your feet a little bit, about hips width distance. Bend your knees a lot so that your belly can soften into your thighs. Give your head and shoulders a little shake. And then catch hold of opposite elbows. Give a pull on those elbows to get longer through your spine. Push down into your feet to lift longer through the backs of your legs and out your sit bones. Bend your left knee deeply. Start to turn your torso to the right. Think of pulling that right elbow towards the top of your mat as you gaze underneath that right shoulder. Press more into your right foot. Get longer through that right leg. Take a big breath in. Keep the bind in your arms. Exhale, just fold back to center. Same thing other side. Right knee bends. Start to turn your torso to the left. Pull on that left elbow. See if you can draw it a little closer towards the top of your mat. Look under your left shoulder. Push into that left foot. Lengthen the back of your left leg. Take a big breath in. Keep the bind in your arms as you exhale and come back to center. One breath here. Now as you exhale, release your arms. Shake out the head and shoulders again. Keep the knees soft. Reach behind you. Interlace your fingers at the small of your back. Chest expansion, try and squeeze your hands together. If you need to keep your elbows bent, think of reaching your elbows to the ceiling. If you're able to stretch your arms straight, think of reaching your knuckles towards the ceiling. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, get wider across your chest. Tuck your chin slightly so the back of your neck is long. We're going to soften that left knee again. I want you to think of pulling your fists to the left side of the room as you turn your torso to the right. So coming back into a little twist, gaze under that right shoulder up towards the ceiling. Press more into your right foot to stretch that right leg. Take a big breath in, keep the bind in the arms. Exhale, fold center over the legs. Same thing other side, right knee bends. Start to pull your fist over to the right, turn your torso to the left. Keep your shoulder blades drawing together. Look under that left shoulder. Press into that left foot to lengthen that left leg. Take a big breath in. Keep the bind in your arms. Exhale, fold back to center. One big breath here, all the way up into those collarbones. Now as you exhale, release your arms. Shake out your head, your shoulders. Soften your knees and roll up slowly. Once you arrive, take a moment. Roll your shoulders back. Step your feet together at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. Soften or close your eyes. Coming back to that intention of cleaning out, of decluttering both outside and inner worlds. Clutter is not just the stuff on your floor. It's anything that stands between you and the life you want to be living. Peter Walsh. The ability to simplify means to eliminate the unnecessary so that the necessary may speak. Hans Hoffman. Gently bow your forehead to your heart. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up, palms press, heart lifts. Big exhale to fold forward. Really let your head drop. Inhale, find a half lift, long spine. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Still warming up. Take what your body needs. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Melt your left heel to the floor. On an exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Gently lower that back knee to the floor. Bring your right hand behind your head. On an inhale, open your right elbow to the sky. On an exhale, bring that right elbow to or towards your inner left elbow. Inhale, open with a twist. Exhale, close and round with a twist. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Prayer squat. Elbows and knees press into each other. Hands come to heart center. See if you can scoop your tailbone forward, draw your shoulders back, and lengthen out the top of your head. Press into your feet a little bit, lift through your pelvic floor. Use that energy on your inhale to rise up to stand. Exhale, step or jump, feet together, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Big exhale to fold forward. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Melt your right heel to the floor. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand and lower your back knee. Left hand comes behind your head. On an inhale, open your left elbow to the sky. Exhale, bring that left elbow to or towards that inner right elbow. 2 more. Inhale, open, twist. Exhale, close and twist. 1 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Left hand inside left foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Coming back into that prayer squat. Elbows and knees press into each other. Hands to heart center, shoulders back. Find that lift through your pelvic floor as you press down into your feet. And on an inhale, rise. Exhale, step or jump, feet together. Hands to heart center. Again, inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Big exhale to fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, move your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, downward dog, let your head drop. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right foot. This time, option to keep that back knee off the floor or land it lightly down. Right hand behind your head. Inhale, open that right elbow to the sky. Exhale, close and twist. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Right hand inside right foot. If those back knees are grounded, tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Prayer squat. Elbows and knees press into each other. Zip up through your pelvic floor. On an inhale, rise. Exhale, step or jump. Feet together. Hands to heart. Last time, inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Option again to keep that right knee lifted or lightly land it to the floor. Left hand comes behind your head. On an inhale, open and twist. Exhale, close and twist. 2 more. Inhale, open and twist. Exhale, close. 1 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Left hand to the inside of your left foot. If that back knee is grounded, tuck your back toes, lift that back knee. Right foot steps to the outside of your right hand, prayer squats. Elbows to knees, zip up through the pelvic floor. Press down into your feet, inhale, rise. Exhale, step or jump, feet together, hands to heart center. Take a breath. Soft or close eyes. Checking in just from that little bit of movement. Notice any shifts, any changes, maybe already some sense of cleansing, of decluttering, of moving out stale old energy and making space. Space that you don't necessarily have to fill right away, but space that is open to future opportunity, to future lessons and experiences. Bow your forehead to your heart. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Breathing here for a moment. Shift your weight into your heels. You might even lift your toes off the floor here. Squeeze your knees together, scoop your tailbone forward. As you pull your hips down and back, counterbalance that by adding a little lift through your heart, your arms, your fingers. Breathe here for 3, 2, sink a little lower. Take one more breath in. One, exhale and fold over your legs. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, shift forward. Bring that nose and knee close together. Draw your right thigh towards your chest. Push off your back toes to round your spine as you push the floor away with your hands. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Seal your back heel down. Setting up for warrior one, imagine you could drag your right heel towards the back of your mat. Keep that happening as you inhale and rise. Warrior one. Can you find that here? Imagine you could drag that right foot towards the back of your mat. Use that to help you steer your right hip back, left hip forward. Inner left thigh spins to the back of the room. Draw your belly in, lengthen your tailbone down. Lift your heart, reach through your arms. Take a full breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, take your time. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, shift forward, bring your nose and knee close together. Left thigh is pulling towards your chest. Push off your back toes, round your spine. Push into your hands, zip your belly in a little more. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Seal your back heel down. Again, imagine you could drag that left heel to the back of your mat. Keep that energetically. Push down into your feet as well and inhale, rise. Warrior one. Work to find that here. Imagine you could drag that front heel back. Spin your inner right thigh towards the back of the room. So left hip is moving back, that right hip is moving forward. Belly is in, tailbone lengthens down. Lift your heart, maybe your gaze, reach through your arms. Take a full breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Adding on a little bit every round. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot forward, left heel flat. Inhale, rise, warrior one. This time, exhale, open out. Warrior two, adjust those feet a little wider. Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reach back, reverse warrior. On an exhale, move through low lunge. Cartwheel that right arm back around and up, making a full circle all the way to the front of the room and back down. Inhale, chaturanga. Maybe you float that right leg. Up dog. And downward dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot forward. Right heel flat. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Widen your stance as needed. Left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, big stretch, reverse warrior. Exhale through low lunge. Keep that left arm cartwheeling down and around for that full circle. Reaching forward and back to the floor. Inhale, plank, maybe three-legged. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. We'll move through that one more time before adding on. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot forward, left heel flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the floor. That right arm circles back and around. Right hand finds the floor. Inhale, plank, maybe three-legged. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot forward. Right heel flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, cartwheel left arm down and around. All the way to the front of the room and back to the floor. Inhale, your version of plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Next round, adding on. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot forward, left heel flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, big stretch back. This time, exhale, modified extended side angle. Right forearm to right thigh. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Try and anchor through the pinky toe edges of both feet. So pinky toe edge of that front foot. Seal down through the pinky toe edge of that back foot. Work your torso around towards the ceiling. Maybe half bind that left arm behind you. Roll your left shoulder open. Maybe full bind, right arm down and through. Keep rolling those shoulders back. Pull your belly in. Press down and out through your feet. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Release your arms wide. Right hand can come to the front of your right shin as you start to stretch your right leg straight for triangle. Can you lift up through the muscles above your kneecaps? So you're not sinking into your knee joints, but you're lifting up and out of them. Press down and out through your feet. Get longer through your spine as you rotate your torso to the ceiling. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reverse triangle. Legs stay straight. Right arm reaches up and back. Take a big breath into your right side body. On an exhale, turn your right toes in. Fold your torso towards that left leg. Circle all the way around to a low lunge facing front. Inhale, heart pulls forward. Exhale, hips pull back, stretch, and fold over that right leg. Modified pyramid. Both legs are long, shoulders are soft. Think belly to thigh. Think forehead to shin. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, half lift, rise to your fingers. Exhale, left fingers to the inside of your right foot. Inhale, right arm to the sky, Parita Trikonasana. Start to rotate from the belly button, your heart and gaze. Notice your hips. Can you square your hips to the floor? So drop your right hip down and then continue to rotate your torso. Breathe for 3, soft shoulders, 2, long spine. Take one more breath in. 1, exhale, release. Rebend that right knee. Inhale, your version of plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot forward. Right heel flat. Inhale, rise, warrior 1. Exhale, open out, warrior 2. Left palm to the ceiling, inhale, reverse. Exhale, modified extended side angle. Left arm to left thigh, right arm towards the sky. Press that left knee open wide. Find the pinky toe edges of your feet, outer edges of your feet. Anchor through the pinky toe edge of your front foot. Press more into the pinky toe edge of your back foot, and then rotate your torso to the ceiling. Maybe this is you. Maybe you half wrap that right arm behind. Keep rolling that right shoulder open. Maybe you full bind, left arm in and through. Wherever you are, shoulders pull back, belly pulls in. Press down and out through your feet. Rotate your torso to the ceiling for 3, 2, 1. Extend your arms wide. Left hand comes to front of left shin as you stretch that left leg straight for triangle. Can you lengthen your legs by lifting your kneecaps and the muscles above your kneecaps up instead of sinking into the knee joint? Draw your left hip back. Spin your heart towards the ceiling. Continue to press down and out through your feet for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reverse triangle. Anchor through that left big toe as you reach up and back. Getting longer through your left side body. Breathe into that space. Exhale, turn your left toes in. Torso folds to right thigh. Crawl your hands around to the left, low lunge facing front. Heart pulls forward for a breath in. Exhale, hips pull back, stretch your legs. Fold over that left thigh. Belly to thigh, forehead to shin, shoulders soft. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your right fingers inside your left foot. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Check out those hips as you twist. Try and keep your hips square to the floor, so left hip down as you rotate your torso around. That means the front of your right hip is lifting slightly away from the floor. Soften the shoulders. Breathe for 3. Long spine. 2. Reach through those left fingers. Take one more breath in. 1. Exhale, release. Rebend that front knee. Inhale, your version of plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog for 3. Slow breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in and out. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold and stay. Heel toe your feet, hip width apart. Soft knees to catch big toes in yogic toe lock. First 2 fingers and your thumbs wrap around your big toes. Push your toes into your fingers. Inhale, pull your chest forward. On an exhale, pull your fingers into your toes and fold deeply. Roll your shoulders up, your back away from your ears. Give your head a little shake. Let go of tension in your neck. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Fold a little deeper as you exhale. Release your arms, shake out your head. Heel toe your feet all the way to touch. Bend your knees deeply, come all the way down into a squat. Working on a twist. I want you to hook your left arm to the outside of your right leg. Bringing those fingers to the floor. This might be where you stay, just working on that twist and working to bring both fingers or maybe both hands flat to the floor. If you'd like to play around with side crow, you can start to shift your weight towards your fingers, bend at the elbows, and float your feet off the floor. Gaze to the top of your space. Maybe you extend through both legs. Breathe for 3. We'll meet in that squat in 2, 1. Come back to center. Find that squat And we'll try the other side. Keep it light, keep it playful. Right arm hooks to the outside of left leg. Maybe this is it. Maybe you just work this twist. Maybe you work your fingers towards the floor. Maybe you work to flatten those palms. If you feel ready and comfortable, start to bend the elbows and shift your weight towards your fingers. The more you shift to your fingers, the lighter the feet become. Maybe they float. Gaze to the front of your space. Maybe you extend through both legs. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. We'll all meet up in a squat. From there, stretch both legs. Drop your head, lift your hips. Open your feet hip-width apart. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Padahastasana. Lift your feet, slide your hands under your feet. Bring your toes to your wrist. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Exhale, pull your hands up into your feet to help draw yourself, your torso, into that deep forward fold. As you press down into your feet, lift up through your sit bones. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Fold a little deeper as you exhale. Release your hands. Soften your knees and slowly unroll all the way up to stand. Once you arrive, roll those shoulders back. Step your feet together. Hands to heart center. Checking in. Take a moment, reconnect with your breath. Notice any shifts, any changes, energetically, physically, mentally. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Left knee lifts, arms reach overhead. Exhale, Garudasana. Bend that bottom knee. That'll make it a little easier to double wrap that left leg over. Try and double wrap left arm under. See if you can spin your thumbs to face your face. Pick your elbows up and sink lower in your hips. Squeeze your legs together, pull your belly in. Squeeze your arms together, keep lifting your elbows up. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Big transition. Inhale, Ardha Chandrasana. Start to rise and unwind. Left leg will extend back behind you. Right fingers lightly find the floor. Reach out that lifted heel. Start to flatten your hips and chest to the left side of the room. Maybe your gaze turns to the left side of the room, or maybe that left thumb. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Keep your left leg lifted, supported warrior 3. Left fingers find the floor. Square your hips to the front of your mat. Soften your bottom knee. Hips are square, spine is long. Left fingers stay on the floor. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana. Remember those hips. Try not to let that left hip drop too much. You want to keep your hips square to the floor and then rotate belly button, heart, gaze to the ceiling. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Low lunge, hands to the floor, big step back. Bend your front knee. Skandasana, keep that right knee bent. Curl your hands inside that foot. Spin all the way onto your left heel. You can organize your hands either on the floor, wherever they're comfortable. Maybe hands to heart center for a balance challenge. A little more chest opener. You can open your arms wide and bind. As your hips get heavier, let your heart pull forward, lengthen the spine. Breathe for 3. Keep spinning your left toes to the ceiling. 2, 1. Release your hands to the floor. We're just going to switch to the left side, Skandasana at the back of your mat. Shift all the way over to the left. Right toes spin to the ceiling. We're just here for 1 breath in And as you exhale, take it back to the right knee bends. Lizard facing front. Start to pivot to the front of your mat. Both hands stay inside your right foot. Drop your back knee to the floor. Untuck your toes. This might be you on your hands. Maybe you soften the elbows. Maybe you work towards your elbows. Relax your head and your shoulders wherever you are. Big, big breaths. Allow your hips to press forward. Can you keep that right big toe mound grounded today? Breathe for 3, 2, 1. We'll work into a quad stretch. Come back up to your hands. Left hand stays on the floor. Right arm circles behind you to catch your back foot as you bend that knee. Try and grab for the pinky toe side of your foot to keep that right shoulder rolling open. Press your foot into your hand. Open your heart. Breathe for 3. Can you energetically, with that right foot, imagine you could drag that right heel to the back of your mat? 2, just like we did in Warrior 1. 1. Gently release. Both hands inside that right foot. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Prayer squat. We've been here before. Option to stay right here or to bind. Right fingers come down and out to the right. Left arm reaches up on a high diagonal. This is an option as well. You can stay here and breathe or wrap those arms around that right leg. Breathe for 3. Try and find equal weight on both feet. 2, long spine from tail to head. 1, release your fingers to the floor. Same thing, other side. Left arm reaches out to the side. Right arm reaches up on a high diagonal. Chest is wide. This is a great place to stay and breathe. Maybe you take that bind. If you're in prayer squat with your hands at your heart, continue to breathe there. 3, 2, 1. Hands to the floor. Stretch your legs. Drop your head. Take some gentle sways side to side. Use those sways to walk your feet in just a little bit. So a little bit wider than hip width apart. We'll come into bird of paradise. Soften your knees. Now there's several places where you can stop and breathe if you'd like to, but be playful. Maybe test your edge a little bit. I want you to bring your right arm inside your right leg. Left arm will reach up and around. See if you can bind around your right leg. This is step 1. You might stay here and breathe and work on stretching your legs straight, gazing under that left shoulder. If you want to go further, gaze to the floor. Shift your weight to your left foot. Heel toe that right foot towards it so you can balance on that left leg and start to rise. Take your time. That right leg can stay bent or maybe it extends. Final step would be to look over that left shoulder. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. We'll all meet up in a forward fold. Take your time releasing down. Once you find that forward fold, shake it out. Big breath in through your nose, open mouth, exhale. Soft knees, roll up slowly. Shoulders back, feet together, hands to your heart. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right knee lifts, arms overhead. Exhale, Garudasana on the right. Bend your bottom knee. Work that right leg over, maybe once, maybe twice. Right arm under. Try and spin your thumbs to face your face. Sink lower in your hips, squeeze your legs together, pull your belly in. Squeeze your arms together and lift your elbows, drop your shoulders. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Big transition. Inhale, Ardha Chandrasana. Rise and unwrap the arms and legs. Open that right leg out, right arm up. Extend through that lifted heel. Reach through those top fingers, maybe flatten your pelvis and your chest towards the right side of your space. Maybe turn your gaze to the right side or all the way up to that right thumb. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Supported warrior 3. Right leg stays lifted. Land your right fingers to the floor and square your hips to the floor. Soft bend in your front knee. Notice how this feels in your pelvis. Hips are level. Try not to drop that right hip as you inhale your left arm up to the sky. So hips stay level and you're rotating above your hips from your belly button, your chest, your neck and head. 3, 2, 1. Low lunge. Hands to the floor. Big step back with that right foot. Skandasana, left knee stays bent. Just walk your hands inside that left foot. Spin onto that right heel. Point your right toes to the ceiling. We're externally rotating that right hip. Hands can stay on the floor. They can come to your heart. You can open wide or bind. As your pelvis gets a little heavier, lengthen and lighten through your spine. For 3, 2, 1. Release your hands to the floor. Crawl to the right, Skandasana on the right. Take your time. Left toes point to the ceiling. We're just here for 1 breath in. And as you exhale back into Skandasana on the left, moving through those hips. And then lizard facing front, turn to square off. Both hands inside your left foot. Drop your back knee, untuck those toes. This might be you on your hands. You might soften into your elbows or forearms. Press your hips forward. Or maybe even think of just sinking into those hips so you take the effort out. Relax your head and shoulders. Try and anchor through your left big toe mound today. Big, big breaths. 3, 2, 1. Come back up to your hands. Working into that quad stretch. Right hand stays where it is. Left arm circles around to catch your back foot as you bend that back knee. Kick foot into hand. Open your heart. Energetically imagine you could drag that left foot towards the back of your mat. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Both hands come back inside your left foot. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Prayer squat. Elbows inside of knees. Option again to stay. Or if you'd like that chest opener, left fingers down. Right arm up on that high diagonal. Option to stay here. Or work towards a bind. Open across the chest. Keep equal weight on both feet. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Release your fingers to the floor. Same thing other side. Right fingers down and out to the right. Left arm to the sky. Option to stay or bind. Long spine. Open chest for 3, 2, 1. Release your fingers to the floor, straighten your legs, drop your head, take some easy sways, right and left. Walk those feet in until they're hip width apart or a touch wider than hip width. Give yourself a little space as we make our way inside that left leg with our left arm. So left arm reaches inside that left leg, right arm reaches up and around. Work towards that bind. If this is where you're at, work on stretching your legs and looking underneath that right shoulder. If you want to take it a little further, gaze to the floor. Soften the knees, heel toe that left foot towards your right. Shift your weight to your right foot, your right leg, and start to rise. Notice your eyes. Your eyes are a big help in balancing. Push down into your right foot, lengthen out the top of your head. That knee can stay bent, or maybe extend that left leg. Final step would be to gaze over your right shoulder for 3, 2, 1. Forward fold. Take your time. Coming back down. Easy shake out through the head and the shoulders. Bring your feet all the way to touch. Inhale, half lift, reset your spine, yogi's choice. Exhale through a vinyasa or step to down dog. We'll all meet up in down dog. Take whatever you need in down dog. Maybe it's stillness. Maybe it's a couple petals, a shake of the head. Last down dog of class. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze past your hands. Exhale, bend your knees. Jump your feet through your hands and have a seat. Setting up for double pigeon here. I want you to bring your right shin parallel to the top of your mat. Try and stack that left shin on top. If that's too much, bring your left leg in front. Flex your feet. Sit up tall, take a breath in. No rush here. Exhale, fold forward. Close your eyes. Come back to your breath. Lots of hips today. Our hips are a place where we like to store emotion. We like to hold on to things. So really important that we address our hips on a regular basis, checking in, cleaning out. So as you deepen into this stretch, just notice how your hips feel. Notice what comes up. Can you lean deeper into your breath to soften into the sensation, to soften through the sensation, instead of tensing up and fighting it? Start to walk your hands back in. Keep it simple. Just change your legs. Left shin parallel to the top of your mat. Right shin either on top or in front. Flex your feet. Sit up tall. Take a breath in and on, and exhale. Fold. No rush. You might close your eyes and go in again. Feeling sensation. Observing what comes up physically, emotionally, as those hips start to unlock a little bit. Use your breath to clean out tenderly, gently. Start to walk your hands back in. Release and bring your feet flat to the floor. Hands behind you, fingers pointing forward. Roll your shoulders back. Press into your hands and feet. Inhale, lift your hips. Option to keep your chin tucked. If it's comfortable on your neck, drop your head. Push more into your hands to open across your chest. Press more into your feet to lift your hips for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower the hips, soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Sit up tall, take a breath in. Exhale and fold. You might give your shoulders a couple rolls, your head a little shake. Make your way back up to sit. Use your hands to close your knees and stretch your legs out long. Flex your feet, sit up tall, take a breath in. Exhale and fold. Yogi's choice. Check in with how you feel. If you need a little more turning in, a little more self-love and tenderness, you might stay here in this forward fold. If you like to turn things upside down a little bit, you can move into plow or plow to shoulder stand. Decide how you would like to close your practice. We're here for about 10 breaths. Forward fold, plow, or plow to shoulder stand. If you're in shoulder stand, flex your feet. Lower your toes to the floor for plow. If you're in plow, bring your hands to the floor for support. And wherever you are now, plow or forward fold, start to unroll slowly onto your backs. Once you arrive, draw your knees into your chest, catching right knee with right hand, left knee with left hand, and just start to circle your legs away from each other and back in. Reverse and circle the other way. Extend your legs out long. Matsyasana, fish pose. Arms alongside your body. Press down into your elbows. Puff your chest to the ceiling. Come onto the top of your head, gazing to the wall behind you or the space behind you. Keep puffing your chest towards the ceiling. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Press into your elbows, lift your head, tuck your chin. Slowly unroll and set up for final rest. Shavasana. Legs long and wide, palms to the ceiling. Close your eyes. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, your head side to side. Start to walk your heels in towards your seat, bend your knee, roll to the right and pause. And as you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Minimalism isn't about removing things you love. It's about removing things that distract you from the things you love. Joshua Becker. The divine light in me bows to the divine light in you. Namaste.